Can you believe 10 years of DOUX? This is amazing. Thank you all for being a part of this. Congratulations, DOUX, and listen to all the amazing stuff that people have to say about our group.
Wow, I cannot believe it's been 10 years since that first meetup in October 2014. So excited to have spent these last 10 years with you all and excited to see what comes next. Thank you all for being a part of it. Happy 10 years, Downtown Orlando UX.
Happy 10 years, DOUX!
DOUX, we're here. We made it 10 years. 10 amazing years. Friendships, family, connections, phenomenal opportunities, lots of laughs. It's been amazing. And I couldn't see my life without you guys. So very blessed, and I am very, very appreciative of each one of you and all the people who show up to make this happen. I look forward to even another 10 years. Thank you for everything, guys. Love you.
Hey DOUX, wishing you a huge congratulations on your 10-year anniversary. It's been an incredible journey, and I'm so thankful for the impact you've made on the UX community.
Shout out DOUX on your 10-year anniversary. I am so excited to be part of it and wishing you many, many more.
It's Peter Allport, and I just wanted to wish the DOUX community a happy 10-year anniversary, baby! Here's to the next 10 years.
Of course, I would love to wish DOUX a happy 10-year anniversary. It's a wonderful group. I love you all, and here's to 10 more years and many more after that. Cheers.
Knowing my fellow co-organizers, I'm sure this is a shared sentiment, but this anniversary isn't about us. It's about you. You are the community that inspires us to keep this thing running. So happy anniversary to all of you. Thanks for being a part of this journey with us, and we look forward to what the next 10 years brings, and we hope that you'll help drive that and inspire us to keep this thing going for another 10 years. So happy anniversary to all of you.
So one of the biggest takeaways I would say from DOUX, in addition to all the amazing topics, the discussions, the things I've learned have been second to none and really helped me in this new industry that I'm in. And of course the networks and connections, everybody's been so genuine, so patient, so kind. It's really unique, and it's really special when you get to jump into a new career adventure and then immediately become immersed and surrounded by wonderful, caring people who have a desire to help you and get you going, and also even provide job opportunities too.
I think it's really hard to just pick one memorable DOUX moment, but when it comes to events, I was absolutely fascinated by the meetup where James Young gave a really engaging presentation on cognitive science, and I think the thing that stood out to me the most about that one was how engaging it was.
There's a lot of really memorable DOUX meetup moments, but to take maybe a little bit of a cop-out answer, I'm going to say every year we have a tradition of doing PowerPoint karaoke or presentation karaoke in December, and it's always just a riot. It's so much fun. So those are always pretty memorable.
Hi DOUX Meetup. I wanted to go over my favorite memory being a part of the meetups. I did get the honor to sit on the panel for how to work with a recruiter in the design world a couple months ago, and that was an honor just to speak on tech systems behalf, and just to kind of partner with anyone from beginning certifications all the way to senior in their career, talk about design industry and how to work with a recruiter. It was absolutely amazing to just kind of work with everyone and create those relationships.
Oh man, all the social UX hangout times after the meetups are amazing. I can think of so many great conversations, not necessarily about UX, just about work and life and how things are going. It's probably the most fun part of being a part of the community is the opportunity to connect with people after the events.
One of the most memorable ones was watching a panel of recruiters discussing how they recruit UX designers. So I think that was very valuable. I learned a lot from that. It was a recent one. And just want to be able to continue to be part of this community and congratulate you on how much impact you being able to create and help the UX community. Happy anniversary to UX. Thank you.
One time at a Brew UX, I met this girl, Cassidy, who was just starting out in UX. And little did I know at the time that would turn into like a years long kind of mentorship, culminating in her eventually like getting a job in her field and us even working on a side project together. So that was super awesome, that I was able to do something for somebody else, like give back in a way, I guess. The group helped me so much, so it was really cool to be able to do that for somebody else.
Going into this group, I hoped for some connections and learning opportunities. I didn't know how involved I would be, but I can say with confidence that I've gone to every meetup since joining, and I've met new people. I've made connections. I've learned from these people with their unique experiences and perspectives. And it's been incredibly rewarding. It's very excited to just have a group of people that do similar work and care about similar things. The group is, obviously really great at connecting people to mentorship opportunities, whether it's, people that want to mentor or people that want to be mentored. DOUX is doing a lot of that, being able to have mentorship from people who are more senior than I am, people that have, 10 years of experience and can offer me guidance to help me grow. It's really a special way to connect.
And really, I think the main impact UX has had on my career is it's made me a better manager by talking to people here about how to get into the field and how to level up into the next band in their careers. It's really helped me to reframe the way I talk to my teammates and how I encourage them to stay curious and to keep growing as contributors, because I still continue to do that myself here at this event. So that's really the biggest impact that DOUX has had on my career.
It's kept me motivated, and it has provided me with a community of other designers to talk to, bounce ideas off of. I would also say that I've made so many great friends from these meetups that I am forever grateful.
I think a lot of people in the group would have a similar experience. A lot of people come here trying to transition into doing UX from maybe a like field or something like that. I came from doing software engineering, and it was kind of soul crushing, but I definitely had a passion for design, and DOUX or DOUX at the time was there for me, and it encouraged me to keep pushing the envelope, and that I wasn't total trash at what I was doing, and actually had some good ideas, and I was passionate about it, and it was just cool to be around other people that were doing it, and it gave me the confidence to go after a full-time UX gig, and I eventually landed it, and it put me right in downtown, which was great because it allowed me really convenient access to future meetups. So yeah, DOUX has been amazing.
All the amazing topics, the discussions, the things I've learned have been second to none and really helped me in this new industry that I'm in. And of course, the networks and connections, everybody's been so genuine, so patient, so kind. It's really unique, and it's really special when you get to jump into a new career adventure and then immediately become immersed and surrounded by wonderful, caring people who have a desire to help you and get you going, and also even provide job opportunities too. It's a real blessing.
DOUX has impacted me in significantly positive ways through new connections and friendships, and career-wise, it has directly contributed to my professional growth through relevant presentation topics and super helpful advice from both organizers and attendees.
It's really forced me to, launch my UX career. I started out, I never went to design school. I started the Meetup because I wanted to learn from other industry professionals and just kind of meet and talk about the field. And so being in that position, I've grown with DUX, learning from others, finding mentorship from others through the meetup, and it's really helped me to grow through being a solo team to being a lead of a UX team to now being a contributor at another company that has just been an amazing ride. I've loved it.
Well, it was August of 2016. I had just moved from Atlanta to Orlando in July, so I didn't know anybody yet. And I thought it was really cool that the place that I just started working at, Power DMS, was hosting a UX meetup. And so I was excited to attend. And I remember just being blown away that a meetup in Orlando, which is a much smaller city than Atlanta, had around 30 people that showed up for that discussion, which was a pretty typical attendance for an event in Atlanta. And I met so many amazing people, people that some of which I'm still in contact with who are part of the meetup today. Some people who were longtime attendees who moved away to other states. Some people that were first timers. We always have a mix of those three groups at every event that we attend. And just this community is just so amazing. For the size of city that Orlando is, it was a great event, and it really just got me hooked on just being a part of and contributing to this community.
So my first in-person DUX meetup was in March 2023 during National Women's Month. It featured an all-women's panel of expert UX and product designers that were sharing their transition or their journey into the field. And honestly, it was the perfect timing for me because I had just started my own UX journey and I found their stories incredibly inspiring.
Might have not been my first, but we were doing PowerPoint karaoke. It was hilarious, and I remember meeting the group and made a lot of really great friends that night, and it made me want to come back. And so it was a success because it brought me back again.
As soon as I signed up on the Meetup app, I discovered that there were events already planned, and the next one up was going to be the AI seminar. I was really excited to jump straight into an educational meetup. I wanted to join the group for obviously networking opportunities, but also to learn and stay sharp about what innovations are existing in the UX space today and maybe learn something new. So I felt like the seminar went really well. There were a lot of different types of people at the event. You had students, you had industry professionals. So it was really interesting to see such variety in the group of people, all learning about something new that impacts their industry.
The first meetup that I attended from DOUX was back when I was in school, when I was going to UCF, and a couple of friends and I decided to go to this DOUX meetup and check it out. And that night, the workshop was centered around creating personas. And I just remember being such a fun time creating these personas and then sharing them and then just seeing what everyone had come up with and just having so much fun while learning.
I remember my first DOUX meetup. I was pulling into the parking lot of the SunTrust building and wondering where was Purple Rock Scissors. What was this place? What was it going to be like? Had no idea what the group was going to be. And everything that I heard that the group was trying to accomplish was just right in line with everything I wanted to be about. And from that moment on, I knew I wanted to be a part of it, connected, and became a part of this group. And it has just been a journey ever since. And I'm really, really thankful.
The number one tip I would have for someone that's new to UX would be to not assume that they are new to the world of UX and to explore the intuition that they might have on certain patterns or best practices. Remember that all great design is assertable.
Journaling is really going to help you until you get settled in. And so, you can really pour out what you feel and what you're thinking. And having a mentor is going to be huge too. So, but I know you guys will do great. So good luck.
I think my number one tip would be to not be afraid to ask questions and start networking early on in your journey, because community is key.
Learn a topic and present on it. It really, being a new meetup organizer, being new to the UX field, I was forced to learn a lot of UX, topics and tools, just because I didn't have somebody to present for a month, and so I would learn something new and host a month where I presented myself. And it's really a great way to learn is to teach. So present at the meetup. That's what I'd recommend.
In order to truly do UX well, in order to understand and solve for the complex problems that some users have while interacting with a product, you have to be willing to not know everything. You have to be willing to be wrong, and to be wrong quickly, so that you can get to the right answer faster.
That one's easy. I say it all the time. Connect with humans. As an introverted practitioner, I didn't really believe in in-person networking early in my career. But it was really going to conferences and meetups and meeting people whose books I read or whose articles I learned from, and realizing that they were all approachable and interested in talking to me. I enjoy talking to other people that are new to the field about what I do, what working in UX looks like at my company or at past companies I've worked at. And as a person who's new to the field, that's the most valuable thing that you can learn, because you can learn the skills and the best practices through boot camp and through a job. But hearing from other people in the field about what day-to-day life is like, that's the really valuable part. Understanding, how design works with product and engineering, how agencies work with customers, and how UX gets applied in the real world is the thing that this meetup is really all about.
Hey DUX, this is Christian Lang here in Busan, South Korea right now, but just wanted to give a quick shout out and say happy 10th anniversary and talk a little bit about the impact that DUX has had on my career and myself personally. I think my first meetup was in late 2019, and I originally just came for the free beer and the free pizza, of course, but little did I know I was going to meet a lot of cool people there. Quick shout out to Wes Brown, who within one of my first few meetups offered to sit down with me and look at my portfolio for a little bit and tell me where I was going wrong, some things I could improve on to articulate my design decisions a little bit better and things like that. And that just made a huge impact after making some changes based off of those recommendations. And then that led me to my first job, which I got in Cincinnati, Ohio, and then led me to my job where I'm at today, which is working on the returns team at the Home Depot, which I really, really enjoy. So thank you, Wes, and thank you to Jason, Matt, and everybody that I've just met that have given me little nuggets of information here, whether it was networking, whether it was just how to improve projects, and setting up the opportunity for me to get to know people and learn more from people much more experienced than me. So yeah, just happy 10th anniversary. I've always loved this meetup. It's just had just such a monumental impact, as I said earlier, on my career, and I would not be where I am today without it.
So we say this at the meetup all the time, but this meetup wouldn't be what it is without you all here. You all coming and being a part of this community, sharing with each other, teaching each other, that's what makes this meetup work and thrive. So thank you all for being a part of it.